episode for higher GC News. Bima Ubibia Aquaba had the latest hot and qua Aremeyaw Bromo. Erunti Sonya subscribe to channel idea, Bomodia say over subscribe. The Bayan say over click a year subscribe material. Now wabele notification. We answer video for be upload when the first person once ebeka a video. I feel we are now like video. Give us a thumbs up. Now fee. Share my wafufro so now when you be here now and somewhere koso ewo Ghana be mo hanom afi ye hwe eye somewhere abeto ye pono so yiti eye sankomo ya ba beto ya sa report mama yiti
and the video bi ana nkofo ebo about NPP third vice chairman na you say NPP for ye press conference now the third vice chairman of the NPP no we push it TV3 for Mike Ato. Me, I don't care. It's between TV3 and me. A political party. You choose how to send your message. You can choose to use one platform to send your message. It is the political party behind the strategy. So I am not the one to speak for TV3 or I don't care about that. But a political party having a press conference. Not a third vice chairman. This is what happened. Now we're picking a media house Mike, no attraction.
You can't say the minority okay, for unfortunately we cannot solve unfortunately, we cannot solve unfortunately, we cannot solve
okay, I'm going to assembly mekano hade bia na amanfo njimindi entafo no mo NPP no mo jimi chain bibia uhu teni no NPP mu a why so dying or your third vice chairman majority of entafo no mo NPP mu no me catch them say the reason why I na NPP for no who entafo ni bi so mo jimi ne say these are some of the things they use them for entiteni baku any opportunity ni amano. He is the third vice chairman, or third. He is the third vice chairman. Third. Vice chairman 1, vice chairman deputy, vice chairman deputy 2, vice chairman deputy 3. Ya man position pa or 2 4 we not anymore. Sanke ya yan by ranker on the titi bini wa party chairman level. Part 3. My catch must say this party NPP, it is not a political party. You see, it was built out of lies. And many animal when afoni bini entafoni bina omwejimino. Every time they enter the NPP, they are trying to prove themselves to Asante Bediatuo Kamfono what party nim. It is guys omkodi bini peno makodi bini. Ebianim salam Mustafa. Omu youth organizer no. Debiano omu no mu ye indwansam no debiano hey ya wo kontokwa na akamfo ne asantefo na edin truth for 8 years a NPP for disika on say achimfo no ene asantefo ni disika no na entafo nkwasiafo ni bi no mo party no omu no mo ye nkwasi adwuma no Wednesday on say ofori Atta disika ni nyina ewie na ye wie ne e pe obi ablem no no ene ekofa Amin Adams baaye ono so Jimmy osemeye. So Osho video say I keep telling you sa entafo na mo NPP no dodo na Jimmy. And this is a typical example. Obeka se me din tafo atem. No. I am showing you, Makabi bia kire mo say, the same person na obo mic to twene no oni on the can asem we. Akwawe. I swear to God, I will kill any officer who raids my house. Or your third vice chairman, Aremeyaw bi won ho. Na yeka so ye tani a, yeka se tani nkremoni a, automatically osanka hu nyansa. Because at least onya kurano unim say eye de Muhammad eye peace be unto him onyankopon efa ne so e de na asem sebio e kyerɛkyerɛ nkremusum no at least saa nyansa ne de ba hwe agwawe tenia ode ne moma bofom why so dwan agwawe on kyerɛ anything e kyerɛ so ye nkremoni papa nkremoni o peace nkremoni a yɛde nkremusum atetew nkremoni a oye asole sala 5 times a day. In Kremonia, what the 5 pillars of Islam I say. How can you be behaving and speaking like this? Wait, Jimmy, because he's in the midst of Asante Bediatuo. Now, Junior say, oh, for the minority, now Junior say, I was say, oh, yeah, BB beyond near consider say, oh, yeah, nipa. Into a whole political party is having a press conference. Now, a third vice chairman, Abomai Katwachini, Kwasia. These are some of the words he used.
Cecilia no obiada mon danjano because Cecilia mi no kano Ghana engineer ye because uti wufie abra won bokro no won ka asam bia eye bone uti ha no hu say nkrofo aba attack wufie in the name of national security because be mi ka we there. Say, we are banned by enemies. Say, dear grow, maybe a some way, as a politics, dear, what to hoya, Cecilia no mu, ransaki a face, no, obehu before be no mu started kukunipa. The same me, Alaji Basaudu. But the power that has invested in me as the national vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party, me to me fear. It's legal. Now me say now there is no any notice, no any verbal notice. Say, ebi obi ba me fie, and I warrant be, and I call be na me who say conform abba me fie direct say ombe take me there, and ombe ye bibia. I will deal with them as criminals. I will deal with them as armed robbers. Mbe kuni pa wo. Oh, I like it. Me donya me say uba me fear na go. Oh, advice. Oh, na me advice me ma obi kumi. Say wuntimi nkase. Me ma obi kumi. The business na say be saba. You know the appropriate quarters to channel your BBI. If you are alive, then you can go to appropriate quarters. What about if you die? So
Broni bia owura broni papa bia hospital ma nko fie. Yare won ho de te wono. Ontumi nya press up 4. Ne nase nyina tatai. Why say benku asi bodurom. We owura broni papa bia hospital e because sit there, hey. You are danger to the community. You can die in public transport. You can die in the subway. You can die on a child. We broni papa bia hospital papa bia manimpie. Hwe ankwase akeka. Because Oma catch mu turum say ya kato ntafo ni bi omo NPP mu ni say so our party ma ye tutura sem ene de be ma recognize o so omo jimi ntafo no mo NPP mu no omo jimi bruta achimini onye ose chairman sabonso ade we onye NPP chairman na oya Asante o se de onye adentina tani na oya third vice no yes sir if you say inferiority complex or ti Asante kanfom at the end of my year, Jimmy Muhammad noticed. And no, I know Hono. Messi Broni Papa Bia Hospital, a quawe rawa, Yabe Mantamano. Yarebia be one, Okasa Crow Teso. Way Ojinan main gate, that's will be able if you or Trimika for 2 hours, be what the council, and so no, will all 2 for test and go for 2. Well, mono, now budget and a budget. Amu yen, and on the MPP. Yeah, inferiority complex inti. Na adwene ye ne say me when people no men Jimmy me ho more because Jimmy say na be na be third vice. Now just Asante for party we ye hia mo di party ni man ka anya of chairman. Because omo we nim na omo pese 10 need to so e be the face of the NPP. Inti ye de wa shase na wodi bini. Enkwase ade ba wo na wo betumi abeko. Mesi akwa we bro ni papa bia hospital room a ye be kekere na to. Because Oman a little bit of room. Obewa da also. Oyare, where Oyare? He's sick. Can't you see? He's not healthy. Wait, he's sick. He looks sick. On to me press up 3. Obewu him. And when you listen to his level of thinking, you could see, say, if these are the kind of people leading the party, then there's a problem. This guy cannot write his own name. And with all due respect, and yes, school near they assessing the intelligence, but Obu Oha Onko school that but Okasa to was say Jimmy. And this is a typical example of 10 year with Jimmy or the NPP. And tough when answer for would never do this. I'm telling you, 10 years and 10 year, yes, I've heard a large or young crimini or yet 10 on yes, Uncle Sadia with that. Never. Sadia okay, just about Bawumia Beka. Because NPP for no Bawumia say, Sa Bawumia tough one type no, Omnian such a wimu, and some the wimu young Kwasi Jumano. Into Wemu Guasi ono, Bugri na Bunkwara. Police dogs. Mekunipa. Wallahi. Sa na Asante Fona bedi power. Na achim fona ba. Ni ade wayan kwase adwuma 8 years. Obeti ese ba kwawu ade bechin la ila ida la ni atuna to atwene. Kwase asem say ya because party no mu no. Because of inferiority complex no. Every time be don person ye bibi me hu say, "Ye nya tani ba ko." That is their problem. Enti oka say no na Ghana for so makoto aba mawana. This same person, these are some of the things he said. NPP men should revenge the attacks. Go home and bring out your guns. Just say obia oyehufu obia no kasa osituo. Announced the year. Cowards. Obia oyehufu obia no. Ontumi kasa se bema say fist fight. Another be go and bring your guns. Go and bring every ohuphobia sanokasa. Akwa we so etu da edem na kasa onko famra o ma 2 minutes a obekodo wewu no ateso. On first test no onko fa 2 obebado other test no wewu. Ne tu nyina ben. Wey. But we allow these people or young kwasi adwuma ma kamfo party. We edru menhia ye hyehyɛ nkonwa kwakote na chire. Na okura party na odi achire na otwe hutuo no. Ye busa sa party no be efiri kura wonte ase. Wo party no mu say we aboa wo akamfo asantefo party omo tani ni say we jimi me papa no wa me fere papa na oba oda wechi no obewu say na me kunu oya mmoli sei ai na wo ye hajia na wo kunu ni a oye third vice o as a party no on tete bini muna fiki we mu nyina mu preko omo ba na we pa ma no ho ye de enya bia wallahi wala oboa omo wi preko omo no preko nkwan we mu nyom wi preko okoro mo de jantra fo echi a isen in saman we mu but answer that kwese wewu adan a we nya pressure da jantra ni so wewu o de obete one day yesi a okokwa akudi order jantra ni so wewu we mu nya alaji fo papa wo ne ehu alaji fo papa da na yehu alaji fo papa omo de nyankopon asem ye adwuma ne ase na de behu nkremofo papa enkremofo ni bi omo di NPP echi menka nkremofo kura entafo ni bi na omo di NPP echi no dodo na jimi they are not in the NPP because they want to join the party. They are in the NPP because they want to feel to say a sense of belonging. Because all say so I call NDC mu a you on cran foam, you on una foam, you on tap foam, you on krobo foam, you every tribe womb. It is so difficult for you to think say you are special. You are not. In the NDC, nobody is special. In the NDC, everybody is equal. You need to work hard from the bottom to be recognized. And that means you need to understand how you work your way up. It is not about young huneninti. Partner hunenine de buy until also be leader. It does not work like that in the NDC. And you say, oh yeah, teninti, maybe a John Mohammed telling the president or say by force be general secretary. It does not work like that. The NDC people are in there because they see everybody as co-equal. But over NPP ni mwa, ye won't have for this omo jimi. Ye who omo nya asante for this omo jimi. Ye who omo come say so omo jimi. Even in the account for no crampo no. Eye NPP for asante for no infante for so omo jimi. NPP asante for bi ehu bono for so omo jimi. NPP asante for bi ehu eye account for no maka so omo jimi. Inti party na nkasa mu no there's division. It is a teniba. That's what we say. NPP asantini embu infantini oya kanni. NPP asantini bi embu eya bunania oya kanni. NPP asantini bi embu eya dien ebia eya enzimani bia. Now on the telling he needs to find a way to be recognized. And it's now who interfor do no more NPP no Jimmy more than I can for no. That is the trick. Inferiority complex. Jimmy more near who Jimmy. That is all. There's nothing unique.
Your national politics sometimes ubisa ho say o minor ye wom no ye nipa ye serious and na say ye there sa comic we na sabi ye very much interested we mpiankwa na we mpiankwa ha we twe akwasa wo frudua o fradu when we atwe abofom na we abefro na we atwe we abofom that kind of way. That is what is playing out. And it's unfortunate Babedria government assistant. Alaska ma we free the wailings in town before elections.
Very well.
The veil of hopelessness. And you man na and the fact is the average and the ordinary Ghanaian never had hopes as a Ghana and never be. It is at the back of that and at this change of government by a month for a hope he said the government will set itself up and then things will flow and Ghana for so share. I buy now more to no a dear ben or war to offer differently from what has been happening in the past. That era na ya war share the bekoso. Yabeda sorry. All the gains now koso the investigations, everything topical issues are of great concern. For instance, ECG container over millions of dollars. Ye kan ho asema ye hu dia befa obi na kwakoton aduboahin and several other investigations are koso and na in the media. Yeah, that's sorry. All of a sudden, everything regarding this thing is without a trace. Everything is gone, and we are confronted with doses of allegations. Allegations, there is no way to verify. Nobody is giving you any concrete information or evidence to justify those things. And you have all the media, both print, TV, whatever, presenting on this particular way, without even going to the extent of on their own doing verification be to add value to in some years spending within the political space as to whether these issues are serious or not. Let's just say we are all jokers. We don't even know what we are about as a country.
Oh really?
Oh, Alaska. Na media who serious person be home. Nanka when you at home. I'm telling you because Alaska, Saka Ghana media are very serious. And some branch no kano. There are certain basic legitimate questions that every sensible person will have to say. Yes, he's okay to say, I've seen suspicious plane moving in and out. You can seek further and better particulars. Say, Minister, you are the people in charge. I said, government, Argentina plane give us explanation. Then government will have to provide you those evidence. And again, on the other breath, within the period of 3 months, Alaska, there has been a high-profile bust of cocaine in this country on 3 different occasions. Apart from that, Yahoo, a syndicator, a ring, a criminal ringer, Alaska, what they do is almost print America for $1 now, only America, and what the power to print that money, Obiche. Accra has say and they printed dollars. If you cried about chicha or young chicha, I go contain them. We are talking about millions of dollars. And some other criminal activities are air coso. The national security within a period of 3 months have been able to uncover these criminal activities are air coso.
For years.
And yet air coso. A coso watch I will be able to bust these things. Now Alaska. The whole gains are turning up to be. Then we are connecting plane now. You say suspicious. To say a plane is suspicious, you don't even know what they are doing. So plane now we name what they are doing. How then do you conclude what is cocaine? Plane who say suspicious. Koba among an airport who name do more yet. Now plane now who name do more yet. How do you conclude? Now we have press conference. Conclude this plane among this cocaine. Now Alaska. If you have been following drug activities around the world, no sensible person and a swap cocaine at the Kofa airport.
That's right.
Oko Mexico as well. Do you know what they do? Cocaine almost swap go plane no. Ne boy ya dembe times 5 10 plane no. So what they do is almost me cross into American airspace. Now almost drop cocaine into farmland or more mole or more home then they will dish the plane. Call plane no see you need landing clearance.
Okay.
And you need money in everyone no ma ditch plane na kwahwase. And they kwa na hye nipa ni made na abaye. That is what they were doing.
Okay.
Nobody unless those minor syndicate now you might want to transit through airport. But obi o end up just obey cocaine business, high profile cocaine business no. And your airport there yes anema no. Because we are government you may not have control over everybody working there.
Exactly.
Now let's get another critical question. So what follow drug business and how they operate? It's a very complex enterprise. You need a lot of logistic connection planning and so forth. And Abaya will take it over 3 months. And they are setting all the network in place to be able to ship cocaine from Spain to Ghana. In and out. So you see, there are a lot of intellectual gaps in some of these things. Again, play now, your friend saying, play now air Kwabano. How do you connect it to cocaine or mochin or kruma? Because play now no. The first one, according to his press conference, he came to this country on the 12th.
Okay.
Of March. The first we bust no more $350 $1 million straight value cocaine was arrested on the 3rd of March.
Okay.
So if you want to do that connection, how do you connect it?
It doesn't tally.
So you see, and America said these are questions and the media should have asked these critical questions because you are the one alleging say cocaine are connected to planes na air banana as a form no. You need to provide evidence because you are not just saying anything. We are talking about a criminal engagement. I know that if you are able to provide evidence, we have to go after these persons. And then he went to the extent of mentioning names. Also NDC former MP in the central region. And a cocaine there. Now so what this evidence? Why don't you go to the security agencies? And again, the president of the republic, Enya Eka say, oh okay, I'm also interested. And collaborate with the security and provide me evidence now or not. Then the guy turns into the media. And I make us why media Van Dam. And media there. On from radio station to radio station. And some now can see Yansaba Kukure. And what national say these are people who are representing people in parliament. And some now can the intellectual gaps are so glaring to the stand there. The people who are bisa no question, they are not asking relevant and sensible questions. He thinks that he's on top of the mountain, and again, the president said, "Sir, go and meet the security agencies, provide evidence." Now we say won't because in some now we can't your friend saying. A all representing committee. For me, I think that this whole thing is Nipa me blame the national security. Security. Yes. I think that the national security requires serious reforms.
Really?
In terms of personnel, we need to revamp. Just there are a lot of brains working in that place. I'm not sure that they are fit for purpose. Oh yes, Alaska. This is supposed to be an intelligent organization. Alaska. President Dekar said he should collaborate. The following day, that guy should have been secured.
Okay.
You liberate the guy to go on media tour. In some else, okay, I can't wait. And the woman is and I gave Fana Mokofan, I see a court procure the warrant. Procuring warrants and then baby, and I wonder what to see about Chunk of Yamacho.
Okay.
What one cabinet of Yamacho?
So there are a lot of loopholes.
And the question is that China watching a crown or warrant banner here. Because this is a guy and some now can hear criminal things. You need him to collaborate. It's not an arrest. Come and collaborate with us to investigate. What do you need arrest warrant for? And those who argue say MP cannot be arrested, that is nonsense. There is no law in this country that says a certain member of parliament cannot be arrested. That is not true. Oko article 117 aseme ohone say parliamentarian when parliament is in session or juma, he cannot be arrested.
Okay.
And Oya na juma is classified to include onam kwan so ko ana opona or kofia. Na MP na yiri tifie na otwese kan twa ne tia. Yase anchi MP. Oh bodam ya kan o hefa. There is no constitution that says so. You understand? So say and some na o kan no oni proof na disinformation and misinformation na all spread there. Or mine will every right to arrest bring him on board without any warrant. So yankwa na so yakwaje warrant aba na wo wagimi wo betena fie obi kwaje warrant aba che wo betena aba che.
Say am robber robber uzimi kwaje warrant.
And warrant no mo kwaje no was on TV. People were talking about it on TV. Now what betena aba che. About the sana other people say, yeah. So I think that there are a lot of reform that we need to do with some of these security.
So is it in the case if within the security agencies there are most?
Oh. No, wo kwaji we na wa announce no no wo betena ya ba beche. So Alaska me major focus in say you see this cheap politics of yemfanto no nyansa bia anim yete hai obi no support cocaine business.
That's right.
Wo evidence ya kire say aban mu nipa and now even president kra na wo evidence or yeah fabra we will go after the person. Because obi enu ho bro mra so na Ghana ni bi enu ho anadwene mu da ha oba twen say obi nye cocaine business. But Alaska if you don't have fact just shut up. Because these are media now wonam so wo kan kire omo no they have no solution to the problems now wo kan no. It is government that at the end of the day security agencies and the betimi are acting on nsem na wo kan no and the evidence now wo no just give it to them, collaborate with them, and then now better not how your press conference and no better not your press conference nsem na all kan no or yet damage the reputation of this country. Alaska and then this NPP BMO nsem na all kan are very critical. And our agencies planes all kinds of have owners.
That's right.
And even the medical Wenokra has provided say they are ready to collaborate with whoever just to ensure say on beye obeje your friend is saying information be aban here bia no or the bema no. For me abanya waba within 3 months. Now no na 90 days.
That's right.
Alaska. Now what me a high profile cocaine bust on 3 different occasions. Actually a counterfeit ring who have been operating for me that is credit. We need to credit the national security and say, hey, you really done well for doing this or doing that. But all of a sudden, nobody in the media is crediting government.
That's right.
For being able to bust this drug anchor. Alaska, are you telling me say in the last 8 years in the cocaine business in Koso Kruma,
right.
Considering this, because if somebody has been able to arrest 3 big way within 3 months,
so in the past,
and again, if and some now or more kind is anything to go by, they are seeking to suggest say, are buying a cocaine business, and are buying a cocaine business, and not 3 months and watching a home presence.
Yeah, that is it.
You see, and we
okay,
Alaska,
all right.
We a media no be better now when him say or the not sema ba won't me pam no, but some now all cano. You use in some now can out the bizarre whole question. Me, sir, but I'm friend is saying, in team for you.
That's right.
He cannot sit in front of me for just 5 minutes.
Oh no, I'm going to
because question maybe sir no, he can never find those answers. But what besides say, Argentina, you're making it possible for him to be thriving on the media, selling this kind of way. And he's getting away. And today he thinks he's a hero. And never I say President Akufo Addo Afenyo and never Bawumia and he's on TV making this nonsense of allegations.
A mighty minority.
Alaska.
Unfounded allegations.
Yes, so I think for me, I think we see government must up its game.
Okay.
Because you see, this time now, Alaska, this is a political party, will lose power, will lose goodwill. It doesn't have credibility. The NPP is clutching at straws, and all that they will do to revive, so they need to do what we call the force equivalence.
Exactly.
The best thing I can do is also so that equalization will come, and that is what they are seeking to do now. So we are government, you don't give them that room.
Okay.
No.
You don't give them that room. That is what I'm saying, sir. You don't show weakness as government. Because the very moment you begin showing traces and signs of weakness,
you are doomed.
You are doomed.
To overcome you.
And these people will capitalize on your weakness. And exactly that is what is going on. Abra President said the guys should collaborate, The following day, no Shekulam, you be sent a questioner. Do you think Kwabena Agyapong radio so I heard you all year? Oh, what I said. But if you allow him, he would definitely go around and spread this falsehood. This freedom of speech, I do respect it a lot. But Alaska, where somebody is spreading falsehood with malicious intent, the thing is there to dent the credibility of the country because we are not in charge. Because they are telling you, sir, once we are not there, we will make the country ungovernable for you.
That's right.
And that has always been the modus operandi. That is what they did to Kwame Nkrumah. When Kwame Nkrumah was in power, doing his best to build this country, these people were conniving with Abrofono just to destroy his government.
Right.
And we saw it. And today, once again, they are here. And the nonsense aspect of this whole thing is that this Afenyo Markin and Co will sit down and tell them, we are Ghana, we are patriotic. You are mad. What patriotic? Alaska, Omu New Chroma say. And now Akufo Addo was not messing up with this country.
That's right.
Whether or not in this country, when our monies were being used, our cathedral, here to Amana, Abrana, your friend is saying, your friend said, Kolebua, right now, you need people were dying.
That's right.
Was it not this country? Now, people were stealing up and down. And your mind, when I Kenyans are some chira, but that time, that sense of patriotism, the mess that has gone on to this country.
They are patriotic when they are in the position.
When COVID money came into this country, people were sharing it like Christmas, your friends, a biscuit. Then as a form, and some who now cause Okroma, do you now have moral, your friends, courage to say, we are patriotic. We are patriotic, that's nice. But the thing is, you cannot speak out of nothing. And some now cannot bring the evidence, bring the fact, and all of us may. If they're able to provide facts that these are these individuals, I will support you. I'll go all over the media space and support you because we all want this country to progress. But Alaska, if you don't have fact, you've been given the opportunity, come and bring your fact, put forward. Even some security agencies in Ghana campus, when you want to show more, media platforms now, put that the fact there. Tell people, say, because of A, B, C, D. But some now can just say, there are so quality baby no answer all kagum and I'm say media no so emotional your fans are so obsessed with sensationalism, everybody is driving. And today ECG container will be no come
exactly
and nipa no motoy no obi enu come because na ye bisa say yam prosecute omo. When was the last time you saw within the media so big ECG containers asem?
No.
And apart from that, there are people within who are also part of it. Afenyo Markin, yeah, or they are son in minimum Kwaku Annan or Kobai. Alaska, he's part of this ring.
Exactly.
ECG ring, he's part of it.
And since Anno making that admission on the floor of Parliament, or call down on Kasebio.
Alaska, apart from him, the former your friends are running mates to Bawumia, NAPO, are part of this. So you see, the whole attempt is to kill this ECG when yes, I and some beba. So now let's front it with the cocaine issue.
We'll go back to it.
Alaska, there is, and I make us a media in serious. And from top to down, print, radio, wine, cocaine. But when there is no cocaine issue.
But I want to say, something like I didn't show.
Yes.
After time started to probe, as you rightly said.
Yes.
Obisani say after
you see, because there are a lot of weak minds sitting in front of microphones. They do emotional journalism. And oba na no mete say microphone me be radio be so and I said then yeah, you can't use power to intimidate people. Now, some no can government should provide. Nipa he who is alleging, he's supposed to provide it. Alaska.
In your instances, I'm off at radio so I'm making similar comment. I'm a national security about farm, so I'm no more on the
no, it is your same media, some of your media guys who are seeking to project government evidence.
Who does that?
Asserted the record straight on our government or the fact number. If you have anything contrary, present the evidence and you prove him wrong. But beside some now another canon, nobody has been able to, but rather some now canon and I was subjected to inquiries there. Me sure asem we all anyway or can so because asem now canon wasn't an event. I ever documented everything because at the time it was happening, it was just a normal understanding. Alaska that here next week. Okay, so I'm pen paper. Now mention how we came in. Baby, I'm fire when I'm no because I'm say any event maybe I may not be able to walk you through that thing because it was just happening. The one you are revisiting and you are retelling that story, that our part that will escape you because it wasn't an event that you attended. You catch as a party now. How the event went. It wasn't an event. It was something that was just happening. You understand? So I think we need to be very serious. Over the year because you see that has always been the old playbook of these guys. Alaska, let us sell the lie. the media will propagate, we will sell, and that will sit in the minds of Ghanaians. Isn't that what happened in 2016 in Asante Bediatuo?
That's right.
And that's exactly, I'm telling you, sir, today they have no credibility. They know they are on the line. Ghanaians are asking government to prosecute them. Now they need to shift their attention. You understand? So now nobody's talking about prosecution. Nobody's talking about anything. Everybody is focused on cocaine, and they are calling you government to come and defend yourself so that you shift focus on what you're supposed to do. You understand? So I think that this old playbook, if you're not smart, you cannot see.
Right.
So you fall for this thing. This thing has been in the media for how long? Almost 2 weeks.
2 weeks now.
And we are talking about it when nobody has been able to provide a single evidence or any link. And link these two bust to what this so-called suspicious planning as a forum. And for me, instead of government getting credit for this thing, for the cocaine arrest, first one, second one, and this money laundering way air cost so sika ye printing okroman, sika na printing no, which means that in the recent administration, Akufo Addo administration, there were the people who were doing these things.
That's right.
Afenyo Markin, was he not in power? This in team for the on Tikasa on social media or this answer way. Was he not part of this country?
That's right.
And then they had the security, everything. So why would any serious-minded person waste his time on these guys? Except the sensational media. Because so I think that you see, we need to credit ourselves. We see we are not just talking to a bunch of idiots somewhere. And my culture said Ghanaians are really enlightened. Also, that thing is not sinking.
That's
right. Try and fact. Because if you want to say cocaine or evidence, for evidence evidence na nearly 1, 2, 3. I'm for Bajedi. Now let's get cocaine issues. There anymore prison in about MP4 and then home and Alaska, but you see that kind of politics of equalization, it doesn't make sense.
That's right.
And until so we cannot build this country with this motive. Say Yan can semgum and I will pay ni pama na can the same osofo ne akofana obedi san semgum and is the one we see that nonsense and na edit titi hay and na edit titi o nyame ni pa na ye de hwan Alaska. I think we need to get serious.
But I say and I was Ivan Yameriko
yo it for we a reporter abato ye pono so make say so when you subscribe to channel idea bomodi say over subscribe na wa like video no give us a thumbs up na fe share ma wo foforo so na we be hwe na wo hu ensemo ekoso e wo Ghana memo hanom oso betimi a kire wadwen afa eye ensemo nyina ho e wo comment box no mo beti minka bi in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.